Welcome back to another video. I will be playing some GTA 5 in the background because, well, it's the most American video game ever made. Today's video is going to be a special one. This video is about flags of the American Revolution. If this is done in time, this video will be released on July 4th, which is American Independence Day. First off, happy 4th of July to my fellow Americans. This day will be our country's 245th birthday. Anyways, let's get into the video. Oh yeah, I will not be including the many flags of New England as a whole from before the war. I will be focused on flags only from the Revolution itself. Well, there is a ton of flags from the Revolution I won't be including, but they all look the same, and they're not really that cool to look at. Okay, let's get into the first one. First off, the Sons of Liberty flag. The Sons of Liberty were a secret society operating in the 13 colonies opposed to the Stamp Act and taxation without representation. They met under a tree called Liberty Tree to meet and protest. The British then cut the tree down. The Sons of Liberty then replaced the tree with a flagpole, where they flew a flag with 9 stripes, 5 red and 4 white, placed vertically. This flag was called the Rebellious Stripes. The group continued to operate till the British banned the flag. The group then made their second flag, around 3.5 years after the Boston Tea Party, something they did. 9 stripes were replaced with 13 horizontal stripes, 7 red and 6 white. This is a recurring theme in these flags. This next entry isn't necessarily a flag, but it started off as a cartoon that was later repurposed for the Revolution. This flag says "Join or Die" and was created by legendary American founding father Benjamin Franklin in 1754. It shows a snake cut into 8 parts. New Jersey, Delaware, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and New England as a whole. They put the 4 colonies in New England as one little section. You've probably seen this before if you've ever been in a history class in the United States. My middle school history teacher was obsessed with this flag. Under the snake, it reads, "Join or Die." The Culpeper Minutemen flag, I think I'm saying Culpeper right, but whatever, was used by a group of Minutemen from Culpeper, Virginia. On top of the flag, there was a banner saying, "The Culpeper Minutemen." Under the banner, there was a coiled snake in the middle of the words, "Liberty or Death." This entire flag is in black and white, but looks really cool. On the bottom of the flag, it reads, "Don't tread on me." There were many flags centered around pine trees, but the most famous one of them all is the Appeal to Heaven flag. Although there were many variations with or without the wording and Appeal to Heaven, there was always the pine tree with the white background. So let's look at the flag more closely. The flag has a solid white background with a pine tree right in the middle. As you can tell, the pine trees were a common symbol of New England as a whole. Under the tree, it read "An Appeal to Heaven" in black characters. This flag was used by the Continental Navy during the Revolutionary War. Well, every single one of these flags was used during the Revolutionary War. This flag is my favorite of the bunch. This flag, known as the Gadsden flag, was created by a man named Colonel Christopher Gadsden. It was used by a group of seagoing soldiers, later known as the Continental Marines. This flag features a yellow background with a coiled snake in the center, ready to strike at any moment. It also features grass under the snake. Under the snake on the flag, the words "Don't tread on me" are inscribed, detailing the extent that Americans wanted out from the British crown. I know this is a little off topic, but I know many people are mad, including myself, that this flag is once again becoming politicized. Many groups quite literally claim this flag, including a group that I'll be talking about in a later project, libertarians. Okay, sorry for getting off topic here. Let's go to the next one. This segment is going to be short, but here is the Beaver flag from New York. It was used originally for their armed vessels during the war. It shows a white background with a black beaver in the center. This flag seems a little familiar. It looks just like the modern day American flag, but has the Union Jack in the corner. This flag is called the Grand Old Union flag. It was made in Philadelphia in 1775. It shows 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes, just like the modern day US flag, but has a square Union Jack in the corner. This flag is known as the Continental flag and was found at Bunker Hill. It shows a red flag with a white square in the top left corner. Inside the square, there is a pine tree. I'm kind of breezing through these ones, but here's the most famous one, the Betsy Ross flag. According to legend, Philadelphian Betsy Ross was instructed to make a flag with 6 pointed stars by George Washington of the same design. She then told him it would be easier to make one with 5 pointed stars, and she did this by cutting 5 pointed stars in one little snip, something that impressed George Washington and his boys. They were so impressed they trusted her with making the first ever flag of the United States of America. The flag shows the 13 stripes we are used to by now, 7 red and 6 white, with a blue box in the top left corner. Inside the box, there are 13 5 pointed stars put together nicely in a circle. This flag is of the Green Mountain Boys, a militia started in what is now the modern-day state of Vermont. Then it was part of New Hampshire. The Green Mountain Boys were known for invading Fort Ticonderoga of the British. On May 10th, 1775, the captured cannons were then used on top of the mountains to force the British out of Boston Harbor. The last flag on this list is another cool one. This one has 13 stripes like the other flags, but has a rattlesnake in the middle. This time, the snake is fully extended. On the second to last horizontal stripe, it reads, "Don't tread on me." It is unknown if this flag was actually used, but it most likely was. Today, the flag is being revived for the U.S. Navy for the War on Terror in the Middle East. Thank you guys for watching. As you can tell, this video took forever, but I'm happy on how it turned out. I didn't want to have pictures for every single segment in this video and bore you out, so I hope you enjoyed me playing the most American video game ever, Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. Make sure to make fun of any British people you meet today, or just whenever, because it's just fun to make fun of them.